Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Let's talk about Botero first, sir. Your runner for tomorrow.
Botero is a talented horse. He somehow just doesn't do his best in the races, but he's been working very well, and I think the mile and a quarter will suit him, so he should run well. Trevor will be riding him.
Yeah, because of course Botero came second in the last time it ran, and I'm sure he has got the benefit of the run.
Yes, he has, and he's much fitter. I think he's been working over a longer trip because we were thinking of running him the Ledger.
Yeah.
But now the owners have decided to run him in this mile and a quarter in the handicap.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let's talk about your runners for tomorrow's races.
Sunday the 25th September. I've got 4 runners. In the first race, I have a horse called Rasputin.
Yes.
I'm a little better. I'm at better place than Botero on the scales. He's going to be between me and Botero.
Okay, all right.
And P.S. Chavan rides my horse. He's won on this horse in Bombay once.
Yeah.
And he's been riding the horse in morning track work. He's riding the horse.
Yeah. So then you definitely say that he's got a very good chance because.
Certainly.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
How does the day look for you? Because a big day tomorrow. I've got the Southern Command and of course the Legend.
It's St. Ledger Day. It's a celebration for the stayers. I have Regal Command running in the Class 3 2000 meters. We have Botero running there who comes in with good credentials. And my horse was initially supposed to run the Ledger, but then he had a setback due to which we had to withdraw him last time.
Okay.
So I'm running the Class 3 now. He's getting a lot of weight from Botero and he's worked well. He's feeling well. Let's see if I can put one across Botero.
Of course. And track work also looks promising.
He's worked well. And he's feeling well. He's feeling well now.
So only Botero is the one to look out for.
There's another horse in that, Fortunate Son, who won his last race impressively. But he's a 3-year-old running in Class 3. This set will be little difficult for him, but you can't rule him out. You know, he's a good type.
Okay.
So the race is restricted to these 3. Let's see how it goes.
All right. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Let's talk about your runners for tomorrow's race.
Yeah. I've got in the first race Fortunate Son. He's won 2 races here in Pune. He's showing good form and he's a good stayer. But now I'm taking on the confirmed older horses in Class 3. I'm hoping he'll run a good race.
All right, sir. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Let's talk about your runners for tomorrow's races. You have a lot of runners, right?
Yeah, so I have 7 runners. In the first race, I have Wellington running a 2000 meter race. He's had a start over here over a mile. I think the 2000 meters will be better suited to him. And he's worked nicely. He's fit. He's feeling well. So I'm hoping that he runs a good race.
Okay. And who do you think would be sort of a danger to Wellington in this race?
So I think Botero would be the obvious choice. There's also Mr. IMTIAZ's Rasputin. I think he's also worked very well. So these would be the horses that we have to beat. I'm getting a lot of weight from Botero, so that works in my favor. But it's something that we'll just have to wait and see how the race pans out. It's going to be a tactical race, I suppose. So let's hope for the best.
All right. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Let's talk about your runner for tomorrow. It's a big day.
I have my old boy running, Augustus Caesar.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's feeling well. He ran last week in a mile. He ran close 4th. He was stuck on the rails.
Yeah.
The track on the rails was pretty dead. So I'm running him back in the 6 furlong. I've claimed 5 kilo allowance. I've put an apprentice, Haridas Gore. He rides well. And I think he should run a good race. He's running with horses much younger than him. I think Market King is the main horse there.
Okay.
But I think he should be there in the fight, hopefully.
Okay. And you think these small changes that you've made could probably benefit him in the run tomorrow?
Yeah, I think he comes well on the handicap, on the scale. He's an older horse, but he's feeling well. He's happy with himself.
Okay.
So I think he should put up a bold show.
And how does the track work look for Augustus Caesar?
I haven't really done much with him from his last run to now because just been a gap of 1 week.
Okay.
I've kept him fresh and happy.
Okay.
He's enjoying, he's happy with the weather.
Okay.
Weather's holding good.
Okay.
So I think he'll run well.
And of course, the fact that he ran just recently, also proves that it could also help.
Yeah. He's already had 2 starts in the season. Both the runs have been quite good. Last time he ran a mile, which I think is a bit, distance-wise, a bit too much for him. He's the best over 6-7 furlongs. So I brought him back to a 6. Let's hope for the best.
All Right. And you just have one danger in this field, or you think you can name two more or something?
I think both those Market King or Mr. Sundarji and Skyfall of Dallas, both of them are younger horses, have run on top of me in the previous start when they ran together. But yeah, I think they both of them will be the ones to beat.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's talk about your runners for the races today.
I've got three runners. I've got Skyfall, is my first run in the second race. I meet Market King again. I was going better on handicap, but Sundarji wisely put a 5 kilo claimer on the horse.
Okay.
So he's again going better than me. But I've got Sandesh. I now just hope Sandesh gets the apprentice Shinde in the finish. That's about all.
Correct.
But on the scale, it's difficult to beat Market King.
Okay, so Market King is the one to look out for.
Yeah.
I have Attenborough and Fiery Red running the third race. Attenborough has had one start. He was not very suggestive. I think he's still a little immature, but I'm stepping him up in trip. I think that should suit him, and hopefully he should run a better race. Fiery Red would be the more fancied one. She's run consistently both times this season. She's run second on both her starts. So I think hopefully we'll be first past the post in this one.
All right. And you think their training techniques or their track work has been any different from the last time they ran? Of course, Fiery Red has had the benefit of a run. So
Fiery Red, we've actually put blinkers on because I think she was just shying out from the horses when she challenged the last horse. She was sort of hesitating a bit. So I think the blinkers have helped her. I've kept her in the same distance because, you know, the blinkers also make the horse a little keen.
yeah.
So she's running a 1400 meters like she did last time.
Yeah.
And she's feeling well, looking well. Hopefully she should win this race.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you anticipating for the races for tomorrow?
It's a good race day. It's a Southern Command day when the army will be here. And let's hope we have a good show.
Yes.
There is a General Manik Shah, Southern Command Trophy. Lovely races. Third race, I've got Diamond in the Rough, ridden by Akshay Gaikwad. He is not ready as yet. He's very immature. He still runs very green. Hoping this race should bring him on a lot.
Then in the third race, I've got a filly called Goldiva. She's had one run. She finished third, of course, far off. And the form isn't so good because the horse who finished second of KARTHIK's ran, Magnanimous ran last in his next outing. But she's come up since the run. Of course, the horse we all have to beat is Fiery Red of ADHIRAJ's.
Yes.
She's had 2 seconds this season, but she'll go close.
And how's the track work looking for Goldiva?
She's worked well. She's looking well. I cross my fingers.
Yes. All right.
I have Nostalgic. Nostalgic's a filly that came to me from Hyderabad. She's been working well. She's never raced with me, but she's in good heart, and I think she'll run a good race. Let's see how she goes. PS Chavan rides her.
Okay.
I have another horse called Zip Along. She has run third in a 6 furlongs. Now it's a 7, which will definitely help her. But she's got a little strongish company. A horse called Fiery Red with blinkers on is the main danger. If at all anything else other than that is a nice race that other horses had. What's his name? Goldiva.
Yeah.
I would say that would be the next, and then my filly. In that order, I would like them.
And how their track work's looking, sir, for all your
My
runners?
filly's worked well. She always works well. So there's not much of a change. Fourth race, I've got Cœur de Lion.
Yeah.
He was a very disappointing horse last time. We were expecting him to win, and he ran very poorly. As a matter of fact, he was hanging throughout the straight. So we have removed the blinkers, put him in a mile from a 6, and we put a young boy, that Mustaqim Alam, 5 kilos off. And we just fingers crossed, and he runs well and wins.
But sir, why do you think that happened? Because Cœur de Lion usually, it's one of our favorites. So what could have gone wrong? What do you think?
Possibly this horse was leaning right through the race onto the inner horse. The jockey was just not able to ride him out. So we tried him out without the blinkers. He's going absolutely straight. So I think when he doesn't see a horse on the inside, and there's he tends to go on to that horse. That's the problem probably. Let's see. Fingers crossed he runs well and gets over his problems.
I have Lady Santana running the 4th race. She's had 2 starts over here, one in a 1200 meters and one in 1400, but they were both in the higher class. Now she's running in class 4 for the first time over a mile. She was finishing on last time. The disadvantage will be that she's a light frame filly. She's small, so she's carrying a lot of weight. But we have an experienced rider in Neeraj Rawal riding her. The race seems to be pretty open. She's got a fair draw, but it's a big field. So we just hope that, you know, she jumps out properly and she gets into a favorable position and then does her best over there. I don't think there's anyone in particular that we have to beat, but I think it's an open race. So it could be anybody's race.
Like, have you and Neeraj like probably discussed how this thing should like pan out for tomorrow's races, or anything in particular about the horse?
Well, I've asked Neeraj to look at the races, and you know, she had a lovely start in Ooty where she came out and won, though that was over a shorter trip. But as she's maturing, I think she may get the mile. So we're just trying it out, and well, you know, with Neeraj in the saddle, I don't think we need to give him too many instructions. I think, he'll just ride how the race pans out.
Absolutely. All right.
4th race, I've got Love Warrior. Vishal Bunde rides her. That's a tough set. There are 14 horses in the race. There's Coeur de Lion. There's Zarak, Charlie, who ran a good race for VINESH. That's an open race, but my filly will run well.
And do you think there's been any difference in the way the track work or the fitness level since the last time it ran?
No, she's definitely come on, but she likes, she's got certain eccentricities, and she likes to come on the outside. So I'll instruct the boy to give her a clear passage on the outside when she comes into the straight.
All right. Okay. So I think that should be able to like pacify her, and
hopefully she'll run a better race.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk about your runners for tomorrow's races. Let's start with the first runner.
My first runner is going to be Skyhawk in the 4th race, which is ridden by T.S. JODHA. He's been quite consistent in the past 2 starts, and I'm hopeful that he should run he should break his maiden this time out and get into the winner's circle. But let's hope for the best.
And anyone to watch out for in this race?
There are a few horses there. You know, it's difficult to pinpoint and say this is the one. But, you know, he's got as good a chance as anybody else in that race. Right. So I kept my fingers crossed and hope for the best.
Okay. And how's the track work looking? Like, is he keeping fit or...?
He's done his bit. He's not a very good workhorse, but he's maintained himself. So that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
And then in the 4th race, I have a horse called Full of Grace. She's been unlucky twice. Draw has been playing this with her. She's been badly drawn, and she's been getting into a lot of trouble. Tomorrow I'm drawn 1. I hope the distance and the draw will help her to win.
And so you think it could only be the draw that...
Last time in the 7th Congress, she was drawn 13 and she couldn't get into any position. And the short, narrow track in Pune Straight, she couldn't catch up.
But otherwise, the track work looks well for her?
It was good. She's good. She's in good form last time. Both of them, she's number 3-4 lengths behind the winner.
Okay.
And tomorrow, I hope with the draw and the distance, he'd say, Antitraj rides.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let's talk about your runner for tomorrow's races.
Yeah, I've got one runner, Charlie. He's running after Bombay, and after a very, very long time he's running. He's got lots of problems. That's why he couldn't run so far. And let's hope he runs a good race.
All right. And, how do you think like you've tackled the problem, sir? Like, because I'm sure you must have prepped him for...
Still, he's got lots of problems, you know, and I've patched him up, and let's hope he runs a good race. That's it.
And how's the track work looking for?
He's working well, but only thing he's running after a long time, and first time he's running in Pune, and that's the only thing. Let me see.
Okay.
I hope he runs a good race. That's it.
Absolutely. And anybody else in this field that you think you should like a danger?
The Skyhawk is the good horse. Getaway Bay is a good horse. Lady Santana, Coeur de Lion, there are good horses over here. Okay. So I hope he runs a good race. That's all.
Yes.
And he comes back sound. That's it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I have MIDAS Touch running in the class 4 mile. It's a big field. I have CS JODHA riding her. Last time she was a little unlucky. She got interfered around the bend. Otherwise, she would have run on into place. She's worked extremely well, and let's see how the luck of the race goes.
All right. And then who's to look out for here?
It's an open race. It's an open race. You can't pick horses. It's a very open race. There are 4 or 5 good horses, so it's very open.
But do you feel that your runner would do justice because, of course, they worked well?
Yeah, as a trainer, I have a soft spot for my horses, so I feel that she's worked well, and let's see.
Okay. All right. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you.
Maniac in the 4th race. He's run only once in his life.
Okay.
This is his 2nd run. He's improving, but he's a very late type of a horse. So if he runs a decent race, I'll be very happy with that.
And who's the other rangers in this field, sir? According
Which race?
second one?
Second one is Cordillon. Yeah, Zarak. These 2 horses are very good. Mine doesn't have much of a chance. I'm just hoping that he runs a good race.
Okay.
I have Venus, ridden by Dasrath. She hasn't been putting up a gallop in the races like she does in work, unfortunately. But I think that's because of her pedigree. She's got more American sort of pedigree, so she's better on the sand than she's on the grass.
Yeah.
But let's see if she's gained experience and she's happier now on the grass. I'm hoping that she runs a good race.
Then in the 5th, I've got 3 Desert Fire, ridden by Dashrath Singh. He's the type who can just about surprise. That's all I can say about him. Majestic Warrior is very well placed. Mustaqim Alam has taken 5 off. And he has ridden, and there is form with the other horses here. Younger horse like Moselle will be the type of horse he'll have to take on. But he's up to it. He's at his best condition now. That's all I can say about him now.
Then I have Spring Grove. She's running consistently all the time. She's 3rd, 4th, very, very close to the winner. So this time I've taken a 3.5 kilo allowance. Saklan has been riding well in the south and in Bombay, in Pune. So I've taken a chance with an allowance, and she'll run a great race.
Yeah, I think with the allowance, there is like a better chance for tomorrow's races, sir. Because of course, Spring Grove has been running consistently, so I think the allowance would help. You think?
Yes, definitely it will help. But the only thing is she's got the very bad draw, 14 number draw. Yeah, in 14 horses, 14 draw. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Yeah.
And anyone else to look out for in this field, sir?
Pepper and Moselle. These 2 horses are running very good race.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to us. Good morning, sir. Sir, let's talk about Moselle. Of course, everyone is talking about Moselle, but now you also, sir. Few words.
Moselle, last time she won very well. And after that, I'm giving her 1 pace work, and she's running tomorrow.
Yeah.
She has a very good chance. Only there is 2 horses fancying in that race. Pepper and 1 more Sundarji's horse.
Okay.
But she worked well. She's a fresh. I think she has a very good chance tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So track work for Moselle and
well, she went 10 under very easily, comfortable.
Okay.
And after that, she eat well and everything is perfect. Let's see tomorrow.
Okay. All right, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I have Simsim in the 5th race. She's been defying the handicapper and been maintaining herself. Now it's a higher class, and there are some really good, horses against her. And again, I'm hopeful that she continues with her good form and continues to win. Yeah.
Any particular runner?
Like I told you, there are quite a few good horses out there, so it'll be difficult for me to pinpoint and say that this is the one.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's quite a tough race with quite a few horses with serious chances of winning the race. Yeah.
But the jockey is working well with the runner?
Yeah, it's TS JODHA is riding him again, so I've not broken the winning combination between the 2 of them. Now let's hope for the best.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent Gold, I don't think is in the same form as yet. I've got Siumesh riding. Just hope he'll run well.
I'm how has the performance been since the last time it ran? You think any particularly which is the ones that you just mentioned?
Excellent gold.
Yes.
Slight improvement. You know, last time he jumped out and he nearly came on to the other horses.
Correct.
So it's taken me some time getting him back into running. Yeah.
Okay.
Then sixth race, I've got Bombay, ridden by T.S. JODHA. It's his first run. Very difficult to say how he'll run.
Okay.
And being a 7.
Then in the sixth race, I have Duffy. P. Trevor rides him. He has been working well. Unfortunately, the previous starts were not that exciting. But with a few changes in the equipment, he seems to be, coming into his own. So fingers crossed.
All right. Okay. And anyone in this field that Duffy should watch out for?
That's what I'm saying. He himself has not yet done much, but with the change in equipments, he has shown a considerable amount of improvement.
Okay.
And if he gallops in the race the way he has done on the morning trials, he should be right there.
Okay. All right.
That's okay. Good day. Thank you.
Mont Blanc is a very nice horse. And I expect him and a horse called Vincent Van Gogh. I think the race will be between these two. Either Mont Blanc should run a good race.
So that's where your heart lies.
I like him.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us.
I have Vincent Van Gogh running the 5th race. He's a well-bred son of multi-dimensional. He's been very lazy and he's taken time to come to hand. This is going to be his first start. He had a mock race, a very easy mock race. Sandesh rides him. So he's been working well of late, and though I feel that he may just need the start, but he's impressed in his workouts, and Sandesh was quite happy with the way he worked. So I'm just hoping that he puts in a good run.
All right. And again, the fitness levels and has the laziness, do you think it's not going to reflect tomorrow's races?
Well, he is going to be slightly underdone for this. I've not gotten overly fit for this race, but he has been progressing in his work, and I felt that it was time to put him into a race, because I felt that he's had enough work and a race will only bring him on. If he seems to be a horse with some ability, so I'm hoping that the field doesn't look too strong. So I'm hoping that his ability carries him to the wire.
All right. And you think anybody else to look out for in this field apart from your Anna?
I think Duffy would be a horse that has a little bit of experience, and he's worked nicely. Trevor is riding him, and I think another horse that ran reasonably well was Nelson River, though he was some way off the winner. But again, these are horses with experience, which my horse doesn't have. So let's just see how it pans out.
6th race, I have a filly called Millie. She's run only once this season. Little temperamental filly. I put blinkers on her tomorrow. Anthony rides her, and this is an open race. I think she'll run well.
But from the last time Millie ran that...
She's definitely with the advantage of a run. She's bound to be better.
I have Arc de Triomphe and Exemplify running the St. Ledger. So Arc de Triomphe has already gone 1.5 miles in the EDAR Gold Cup. So he was well beaten by ZUCCARELLI, receiving a lot of weight from him. So I don't see how I'm going to turn the tables, but I'm just hoping, it's a big race and anything can happen. This is horse racing. So I'm just hoping that, the horse is feeling well, and the extra 400 meters should not be a problem. So I think he'll run a big race, but naturally the horse to beat over there is ZUCCARELLI.
But nothing has been changed in terms of their workout or their track work, right? You've kept it same because, of course, he's had the benefit of a run as well.
Yes, so there hasn't been any change in his work pattern or anything. It's just that we've been training him long, and he hasn't been, he's been showing out really well in his work. So he's maintained himself. He's looking well, eating up. So everything is fine.
So I have ZUCCARELLI. He's running the Ledger. Everyone knows ZUCCARELLI. He's a lovely horse. I honestly don't think that he really gets the trip, but he is very talented, and I think on his class he should win the race. Trevor rides him. Trevor's partnered him all along in most of his races. PS had won the Pune Derby on him. So yes, ZUCCARELLI will run well, and he's in great heart and great form. So keeping my fingers crossed.
Okay, and the track work, of course, you've kept it simple. And
yes, there's nothing much to do with horses. Like they're very talented, and they kind of do things for themselves. So they're quite easy to handle.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us. Thank you, sir.
The other filly that I have, Exemplify, she has been raced very sparingly. She's a winner of 3 starts, three wins from 4 starts. She won her first start over here over 1800 meters quite impressively. I felt that she had gone a little light after that race, so we just gave her a lot of time to strengthen up and mature a bit. She's going into unknown territory. First of all, she's a winner of a class 3 race. Now she's running a classic, straight into her next start. She is a little out on ratings, and I would say slightly inexperienced as compared to the others, but I feel that she's a really nice filly, and she has a big heart, and she has class. She definitely has ability. Going 2800 is an absolute unknown. I cannot say whether she stays or no, but she's shown enough in work to convince me to at least take a shot in this. And the owners have been sporting, and they put in a final entry, and we're just hoping that she runs a good race and does her best.
Anyone else in this field that Exemplify should watch out for?
Well, the horse to beat over there is ZUCCARELLI. He was very impressive in his in the IDAR Gold Cup. So I think he's come on after that. He's looking well. So I think that's the horse everyone has to beat. So we're just hoping for the best.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you.
I have Ilios also running. He's a 4-year-old. He's taken his time. He's a very staying sort of horse, but he's worked very well. I'm running him over a mile and a quarter, which I think will suit him. Neeraj rides him, and here's hoping he puts up a good show.
Yes, all right. Good morning, Nirad.
Good morning, Aradhana.
Let's talk about our dandy.
Well, she's running after a little layoff after her last run where she ran 3rd. I've given her a little time because she had 2 quick runs in succession.
Yes.
She's done well. In fact, this time that she's done well. She's worked very, very well, in fact. And she's basically running with the same horses that she's run with. Yes, Alpha Gene is a winner last week and is coming and running, though now Alpha Gene's giving me weight. Willy Wonka I've already beaten when I ran 3rd last time. The Lightning Flame has run ahead of me that day, but I think I should now turn the tables on Lightning Flame.
Okay.
Only horse I don't know has had 1 start is that Pacey's horse Ilios. But after that one start was very poor. The run was very poor. So I don't know how much Ilios has come up from that run and not had a run in Pune going over 10. Let's see. But I think my filly has a really, really good chance.
Okay.
And I think, to me, I still have to beat Alpha Gene because she's won well. He's won well, and he's running again in a week over an extended trip. Now, whether he gets the extended trip or not, I don't know, but I know my filly does.
All right. And do you think this short break which your dandy has had, that I'm sure like the track work has helped and
it's improved her a lot. She liked that week off after that race, and then she came back into work. And I just gave her 1 piece of work, which she really did work well. So it's helped her, and she's looking much better than she did when she ran the other day, last time.
And is she drawn well? Or?
No, she's drawn on the outside, but it doesn't make a difference in a 10 furlong race.
Correct.
Yeah. As long as the boy just sits and covers her up and in a good position, hopefully she should win tomorrow.
All right. Oh, lovely. Fingers crossed for dandy. Of course, the only one to look out for is Alpha Gene, but of course for dandy, all our hopes are on dandy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Then in the last race, I have a horse called Scotland.
Yeah.
He's up for sale. I hope he wins so that I get a better price.
Definitely.
And in this race, Scotland is ridden by Prashant Debe. There's a horse called Ilios of SHROFF and Willy Wonka. The other 2 horses.
These 2 horses. But otherwise, again, the track work looks.
That looks good, and he's a bit old in his tooth.
Yeah, but still, he's an experienced horse, so that should help.
Experienced horse with no wins so far.
Okay. You never know, tomorrow might be absolutely different.
Let's hope so. Let's hope
Yes.
so.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.